guys, welcome to Jess Keys. Today I'm going to focus mostly on beginners. If you don't know anything about the piano, if you are starting from scratch, this is a video for you. Before the end of this video, you will know how to be able to play some progressions on the keyboard, so stay tuned. So today I'm going to show you the basics on the keyboard. As you can see here, we have our keyboard here. We have our keyboard, and there are 12 keys of a keyboard, but the keyboard is just a repetition of octave, and an octave is a combination of 12 keys. Here we have the C, we have the D, we have the E, we have the F, we have the G, A, and we have the B. So we have the C, D, E, F, G, A, and B. So now, where I know you might be asking yourself, where is the 12 keys we're talking about? Now from C, we have this key here, which is the black key. We call it. When we move to the right, we sharp, and when we move to the left, when we move downward, we flat. So we have this key. This key is either C sharp or D flat, because from behind it is a flat. From C it is a sharp, from D it is a flat. So this is C sharp or D flat. We have D. Here we have D sharp or E flat. We have E. We have F. This key here is F sharp or G flat. F sharp or G flat. G sharp or A flat. A sharp or B flat. A sharp or B flat. And B. We have B, and back to C. So if you take keenly, we have all the 12 keys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there we have our 12 keys. So now we have gotten the structure of the 12 keys. If you look keenly, the keyboard is just a repetition of the octave. We know an octave starts from C and ends in B. So here we have the 12 keys. Start from C and ends in B. It's just a repetition of the octaves. The keyboard is just a repetition of the octaves. Okay. Now we're going to start on the key of C, because C is a very good key for a beginner, and it's a very simple key to learn. So now we have a format in finding the measure scale. A measure scale is the solfa notation of that key. So we have a format to find the measure scale. Now if from C, if we go to D direct, we have done a whole jump. A whole jump is when you skip one key and go to another key. We skip C sharp and went to D, so this is a whole jump. If we moved from C to C sharp, it's a half jump. So this is a whole jump and this is a half jump. Now there's a format to finding the measure scale. That's the first thing we need to do after we learn the measure scale. There's a format to find the measure scale. Now we have whole jump from C, whole jump, half jump, whole jump, half jump. So that's the format. You have from C, you have a whole jump, you have a whole jump here because you skip this key. You have a half jump because there's no key. We have a whole jump here. We have another whole jump here. We have another whole jump here. We have another a half jump. Sorry. So in summary, you can just say there's a sentence we use. Why won't he wear white when hot? Why, which is the whole jump. Won't he have jump? Wear whole jump. White when hot. That's just a sentence you could use. So it's whole jump, half jump, whole jump, half jump. Why won't, the W in the won't stands for the whole jump. He wear white when hot. Okay, so that's what you have to. So that's the format you have to use in finding the measure scale. So if you notice, the measure scale is just all the white keys for C flat, just all the white keys. All the white keys form the measure scale. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is the measure chords. So we know the measure scale. The measure scale is do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. That's the measure scale. Okay, now the next we have to know the measure chords of each key. This is C. Now there's a format to find the measure chord of each measure key. You skip one key of the measure scale and another key. That's a simple format you have to use. You skip one key of the measure scale and skip another key. Now here we have the measure chord of Do, which is C. Skip one note of the scale and another note of the scale. That's a measure chord for Do. And then Re, we skip one note of the scale, another note of the scale. That's Re. We have Re there. Mi, we skip one note of the scale, another note of the scale. Mi. Fa, we skip one note of the scale, another note of the scale. Fa. So, we skip one note from the scale, another note of the scale. So. La, we skip one note of the scale, another note of the scale. La. Ti, we skip one of the scale, another note of the scale. Back to the Do chord. So here we have the Do chord, we have the Re chord, we have the Mi chord, we have the Fa chord, we have the So chord, La, Ti, Do. So mostly in music we refer to this number, we refer to these solfa notations with numbers. That's with Do we have 1, the Re we have 2, Mi we have 3, Fa we have 4, 5, 6, 7, and back to 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, back to 1. So in music, especially when we're dealing with chord progressions, we use mostly numbers. So if you hear, for example, if you hear 1, it means it's a Do chord. 2, Re chord. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So that's what you have to do. Okay, now we are going, you have to practice how to hold this chord to your fingertips. Now the next thing, you might pause this video and go and practice individually before you continue. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do some chord progressions. Now as a beginner, there are many chord progressions you could use. The first chord progression I'll advise you to use. We have the 1 4 5 progression. That's the 1 4 5 1. That's the chord progression. So go and practice that progression as you can. Another progression you could use is the 6 4 5. The 6, which is the La, the 4, which is the Fa, and the 5. So with these two progressions we have, you could think of any song you could play with any of the progressions. And another thing you need to know, you have to learn how to hold the progression, the chords with your two hands. Here we have the Do chord. For the first progression we have the Do, we have the 1, sorry, we have the 4, we have the 4, and we have the 5. We have the 1, we have the 4, we have the 5, we have the 1, we have the 4, we have the 5, we have the 1, we have the 4, we have the 5, and the other progression we have the 6, we have the 4. A progression is just a rhythm you could use in playing a song. We have the 6, we have the 4, we have the 5, we have the 6, 4, 5, and so once you have known those progressions, then you're one step to becoming an intermediate pianist. So you could start here. We have the 1 4 and the 5, which is the So. 1. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to get more good and interesting content from this channel, and also turn on the notifications so you get notified anytime I drop a new video, and stay tuned to the upcoming video